Good morning, good people, fellow humans. Today is Monday, September 22nd, 2025. Almost the end of the month. Whew. What is that? What was that noise? Well, apparently nothing important. But here we are in southwestern Nevada, Pahrump, or also known as Pahrumpertucky. And it's Monday, the beginning of week 3. Good morning, Amaticus Phonaticus. Week 3, day 1, our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Where what we call outside my skull-sized kingdom, as opposed to last week was inside my skull-sized kingdom, understanding how our brains work on a cellular and subcellular level, neurons, neurotransmitters, reticular activating system, how they help us answer 2 questions. Who am I and why do I behave the way I do? And now that we know how my brain works, I know how your brain works. You know how my brain works. We know how everybody else's brain works. We know that they have beliefs, and the events related to those beliefs can trigger the release of neurotransmitters and hormones, which make us feel a certain way, which affect our behavior, which affects the outcome, and the outcome affects tends to reinforce our belief. So if that's how you are, if I know what you believe, I can bond with you so we can see the world the same way. And as Yuval Harari said, we can do big things. We can work flexibly in large numbers if we are bonded, if we see the world in the same way. Boom. That's what our goal is, to help us on the journey. And you have the richest people in the world are really good at doing that. They're better than other people. They bond with us in that we see the world the same way. So if Elon Musk has a belief that a Tesla car is a car everybody should have, or Bill Gates believes that one day every business will have a computer, and on every computer he wants software. If he bonds with us and we believe that too, guess what? We'll do it. We'll buy a Tesla. We'll have Starlink, etc. So this week we learn how to get other people to help us on our journey through this life. Not to manipulate, because that doesn't work in the long run. What works in the long run is to self-motivate people to do things that are in their long-term best interest. That is what we want to do. That's what religion does. Its goal is to self-motivate you, to get you to read your Bible, do the work, spread the word, not because you're forced to do it, but because you want to do it, because you believe it is the right thing. And our journey starts with David Logan from USC, but before we get to that, let's get to some other stuff we have. Like advice from an 80-year-old, be a good loser. Why should you be a good loser? Simple. Other people will play with you more. If you're a bad loser, nobody's going to want to play. Eventually, no one will want to play with you again. So be a good loser. Next, Seth Godin. Without compromise, this in itself is a compromise. When we insist that our vision be accepted completely without alteration, we've already compromised. It might be that we've settled for a much smaller audience of people, or it could be that the laws of physics get in the way, and our non-compromise solution is so heavy, so expensive, or so difficult to use that it is not even possible. Mostly, though, we've compromised on who can contribute to our choices and make it better. Compromise isn't always a bug. It's often a feature. Huh. Okay. Did not know that. Interesting. Interesting. What else do we have on our hit parade? Well, Darren Hardy talking about 4 types of toxic people. Toxic people before they wreck you. Okay, that's a good one. And well, let's just jump into David Logan. David Logan, tribal leadership. His purpose for the TED Talk, which was perhaps the very first TEDx, not main stage, but ones that are a million times more common, that everybody can do a TEDx. Anyway, so David Logan points out a couple important things. One, we are all in tribes. What is a tribe? A tribe is a group of people with some things in common. It could be a professional football team tribe or basketball. I'm a Oakland Raiders tribe. I'm not really, but you get the idea. They share things in common. Or a church tribe, a kids' little league tribe, or their school tribe. My kids go to such and such private school. That. Or maybe you went to a college tribe, school tribe. How about Army tribe, work tribe? I'm an Apple tribe person. We're many, many, many tribes. And as David Logan said, birds fly, fish swim, people form tribes. We're social animals. We're not lone wolves. Yes, there are some who are lone wolves, but overall, we are not lone wolves. That's number one. We form tribes. Number two, there's 5 primary categories of tribes, and a lot of things in between, but there are 5 levels of tribe, from the low to the high. And if we take that and put it on a distribution, we would get a normal distribution of bell curve. So very few people, like 2%, are at stage 1 tribe, and about 2% are stage 5. And then it goes up that a greater percentage are stage 2 tribe and stage 4 tribe, and most of the people are stage 3. Okay, so what are they? Stage 1. Oh, and then the third thing from David Logan is our job when we're in a tribe is to nudge it forward, to nudge it to the next level. And there are certain rules in the nudging, which is people can only hear 1 stage above and 1 stage below. So if you are at stage 2 and somebody's talking about stage 4 talk, it doesn't have any meaning. If you're at 2, the only thing you can hear is stage 3 language or stage 1. It's only this or that. Okay, so, and then David Logan says how to be a good leader. How do you nudge people from one stage to the next? but most of his time is spent talking about the stages, and that's what's important for us. Because as we're building our boat, we're getting ready to go, we need people at a stage above us or above us. We don't really want any people at a stage below us. It's either us or above us. So we either want, if we're at stage 2, we need to attract people who are at stage 3 and at stage 2. Not try to get people at stage 4, because we won't understand what they're talking about. Okay, so stage 1, life sucks. Life sucks. Hostile towards life. Life sucks. And so a couple weeks ago, somebody whose life sucked took it out on Charlie Kirk. And what was his justification? Hey, life sucks. And it really sucked for you because you were at the wrong place at the wrong time. And life sucks, so I don't really care what happens to me because life sucks. I have low expectations. Okay, so that's not a tribe of people that come together. That, as David Logan says, is people who separate from other tribes and then pool down at the bottom. Stage 2, big improvement. My life sucks. It's not life that sucks, it's just that my life sucks. So I can see there's a better life out there. It's just that my life sucks. Maybe I don't know what to do about it. That's typically the case that we run into. People whose life sucks, they know it sucks, they know there's a better life, they just don't know how to cross that chasm. And everything they try doesn't work, and that tends to spiral them down closer to stage 1, where they have stage 1 thoughts. Or my life sucks so bad, so much that what's the point of continuing? Okay, so we want to help those people go forward to stage 3. Stage 3 is the stage that all advertising is targeted at. I'm great, you're not. I'm great, you're not. So this is keeping up with the Joneses. This is what TV advertising is for. If you want to be a player, you need to buy this product because this product is cool. It might also be good for you, but it's certainly cool. So I'm great, you're not. So we're always competing with one another. Stage 4 is we're great. Now, this is your team just won the Super Bowl or World Series. They won the championship. It's like, yeah, we're great. We're Americans. We're great. MAGA, make America great again. That's a stage 4 tribe. And stage 4 tribes can't understand people speaking at stage 2. So for them, it's like, what's your problem, man? Get on board. Why don't you just join the MAGA movement? Or people who are saved, stage 4, talking to people who are unsaved, stage 2. What's your problem, man? Jesus loves you. Just accept it. Just surrender to God and it will be okay. Well, per David Logan, the person at stage 2 can't hear that. Next, stage 5, life is great. And there's not really much point talking about that because it's not a thing. It's not a thing that we are really going to be involved in. But this is really big picture stuff. So beyond our thing. Okay, so David Logan is saying we're all members of tribes. You want to get people on your boat, you need to nudge them forward. And he gives the breakdown of the different types of tribes on how do you nudge it forward. But, well, not so much that. Just the idea, you want to get some people on your ship, join a tribe, and then nudge it forward. Because if you're nudging it forward, which is kind of like, hey, homie, let's go. It's not pushing, it's not pulling, it's not, let's do this, bonding. We see the world together. Hey, what about this? Why don't we try that? That is nudging forward. So David Logan says, if you want to get people on your ship, well, he doesn't say that part, but if you want to get people on your ship, David Logan says, join a tribe and nudge it forward. Because if you nudge it forward, people are going to be following you and they're on your boat. Cool. Tomorrow, we're going to see Seth Godin and we're going to learn how to nudge. His 4-step formula on how to nudge people forward. So that's tomorrow. And with that, we're going to call it cuts because I got to get to Vegas today. I got to leave in a little bit more than an hour. Lots of stuff to do. And we will say and cut. Boom. Oops. Gotta do this first.